Good day, everybody. I'm Anthony Steenbergen, founder of CannaBiscuit Canada. We're an Alberta-based animal health sciences company focused on the integration of cannabinoids in veterinary health products. Why are we here? Well, globally, pet ownership is on the rise, and greater than 55% of Canadian households contain at least one pet. Thanks to innovations in veterinary medicine, as well as improvements in standards of care, the lives of our pets are increasing, average life expectancy. The global market for pet care is expected to balloon to $350 billion by 2027, and its targeted functional health products that have been identified as being the fastest growing market segment within this booming sector. Pet parents are seeking products with functional ingredients with proven health benefits backed by science to assist their pets with age-related conditions. In the fall of 2020, we launched with 2 hemp-based products for dogs, all legal under Canada's industrial hemp regulations. These 2 product lines included a line of 5 hemp-based nutraceuticals, registered veterinary health products with Health Canada, integrating a unique blend of plant-based medicines and supplements, as well as 3 hemp and insect-based treats, which appeal to the growing global demand for searching for environmental sustainable options and animal welfare. Our formulas have been crafted by experienced food scientists in our veterinary advisory team who have over 50 years of experience in applied and academic veterinary medicine. Between the 3 team members, we've got Dr. Connie Mosley, who's a founding director and current vice president of the Canadian Association for Veterinary Cannabinoid Medicine, which is an association looking to liaise between veterinary health professionals amongst the greater community in Canada and abroad, and the government bodies and research bodies. She's also a frequent lecturer on the application of phytocannabinoids in veterinary medicine at national and regional conferences, and has held 3 residencies across the US and Canada. We've also got Dr. Sarah Silcox, another founding director and current president of the CAVCM, with over 20 years of clinical experience in both general and emergency practice. Our food scientist was previously the former lead research scientist at the Pet Food Innovation Program at Canada's Food Science and Tech Centre. She holds MSc and PhD in animal nutrition from the University of Manitoba and has 15 years of experience innovating and developing new foods and pet products. So what separates us apart from the other players in this field? We've worked hard to forge unique partnerships with trusted Canadian ingredient suppliers and globally recognized leaders in supplement science. So far, the uptake has been tremendous. In our first year to market, we've now got on to over 400 shelves of pet specialty retailers and veterinary clinics across the country. We've achieved greater than 135,000 in sales. We've secured 4 Canadian distributors, allowing for a coast-to-coast sales bandwidth. And we've also engaged an additional 250 retailers ready to take our products once we get our bilingual packaging launched. We've also signed our first international sales agreement. All this is done to date with B2B sales only, without any paid advertising and only English packaging. We're working to develop 3 distinct different sales channels, the one with which we're in right now, including the wholesale sales channel, pet specialty stores, and veterinary clinics. We're working on the development of a line of feline products and advanced care products for this sales channel, as well as the direct-to-consumer sales channel, online platforms and e-commerce through websites and popular sales e-commerce platforms. We're also working to develop a product line custom tailored to the grocers and mass merchandiser sales channels. Perhaps most importantly, with respect to our focus for innovation, Health Canada has yet to release a regulatory framework for veterinary health products containing cannabinoids. And it's through strategic partnerships and industry collaboration that we look to become a globally recognized leader in this emergent market space. A couple of notes with some of the additional players on our team. We've got Clark Stride, who has 30 years of experience in the CPG sector, 15 specifically in the pet specialty sector. 7 of those were spent with Champion Pet Foods. He helped launch 2 iconic brands in the US, bring sales from 0 to 60 million within the period of 5 years. And then with respect to our manufacturing facility, that's located just up outside of Red Deer. Our head of operations there was previously had careers with Nova Chemicals and Raw Malting, and has a strong familiarity with ISO certifications, process improvement, and design. We're seeking to raise $1.5 million. Our pre-money valuations at $4 million. To date, we've had 2 raises. We've raised $630,000 to date, and also been able to secure over $70,000 in non-repayable grants. Our focus of these funds is directed towards facility improvements, ISO 22000 certification, as well as CFIA certifications for export, additional product development, marketing and advertising, as well as international market entrance. So why invest now? Our products have been market validated by proof of our first year to market. Our sales in January 2022 were the highest to date, and we're positioned as a first mover in this emergent market space. As well as we've got a line of super premium products, which generally carry margins greater than the general kind of shelf fill. And we've assembled an amazing team, and we believe we're on point with a lot of global trends within the pet food sector and pet health product sector. Thank all of you.
Thanks, Anthony. Are there any questions from the chat space?
I'm just wondering about entering the US and the competition there, and it'll probably take a fair amount of sales force to get your product across the US. Is that your major next market, and how do you plan to get in and penetrate there?
Yeah, that's actually a bit of a challenge right now. Believe it or not, we can actually send hemp-based salad dressing or cereal topper across the US border for sale, but we can't yet send hemp-based pet products across the US border. That regulatory framework is still being modified by AFCO and the relevant bodies in the US. So right now, to get into that market, we're looking at co-packing in the US and then distribution there, having our products also registered as health products with the National Animal Supplement Council.
Thanks. And what kind of advisors are you looking for to help with the next level of growth?
It's going to be relationships with academia to carry out our clinical studies. We still haven't seen that proposed framework from Health Canada, so it's once we see that we'll be able to react accordingly. But at this point, academia, as well as some of the listed bodies such as MITAX and CIRC, et cetera.
Sure. And then just remind me of where you're based. Your people, are they here in Alberta mainly, or?
Predominantly, yeah. I'm here in Calgary. Our manufacturing facility is located just up outside of Red Deer. Clark, business development and sales, he's in Edmonton, and our 2 veterinary advisors, they're over in Toronto.
Okay.
Troy Finner, quick question, Anthony. Have you reached out to anybody yet on the academic side at the University of Alberta or University of Calgary in animal research?
Not to the U of C yet. Dr. Coney Mosley has strong connections with the Ontario College of Veterinary Medicine. So, but no, we would certainly explore that option as well.
I have worked with veterinarians doing nutraceutical work in the past in my previous roles as a research manager for labs. I might be able to make some connections there to some people who could do some pilot studies for you and had experience in feed, animal feed, large animal feed, things like that. And it's not a big stretch to get into companion animals, I imagine.
Yeah, I'd love to connect.
Okay, I'll touch base with you offline.
Okay, John Porter's got some questions. Do you want to go ahead, John?
Yeah, sure. I think you may have kind of answered this, but I was wondering about pre-Health Canada regulations coming out. Have you began or any ideas on what you would do with testing with the phytocannabinoids in the pet food market? And also, second question, you mentioned backed by science. So are you making, is there any science claims around your current product offering?
Yeah, with respect to the claims, first off, the veterinary health product program that Health Canada has in place has pretty strong guidance as to what claims can be made, as this is in the natural health product and veterinary health product space and not a drug. So we do have to be mindful of that. To date, we've got a compendium of 80 plus research papers and overviews on a number of our active ingredients. What will the studies look like? There'll probably be things on gait analysis for the mobility of functional product. For instance, on the calming product, you'd look for specific triggers to try to help identify some proxy of animal calmness. Gut health, you could probably look at stool samples and shifts in probiotic biomes in feces, etc. So just a feel for some of those tests.
Great, thanks.
All right, thanks, Anthony.
Thank you.